We're back in News Tower. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. End of the last video, I got myself into a little bit of trouble. At least maybe. Went ahead and got the graphic workshop. And apparently there's a big old loop, a chain. There's a group of things, a group of items that are required for that. So that'll be interesting to explore. Don't know what to expect yet. There's a photo academy here eventually as well. And getting photography would unlock the stuff that goes with that, the production chain for that too. So there's a lot of stuff to look into there. Eventually, I'd like to get into Throg's Neck Factory because this is going to give me the elevator, but most importantly, it's going to give me the pneumatic tubes and the dumbwaiter. So I'm going to work towards that as well. And then the last thing I need to get, and actually this will be the first thing I get before I get those, and that is the linotype machine. So just in case you're curious on what I'm working towards right now, it's the linotype machine. I'm just a little bit of an upgrade to our staff, our equipment that's in there. Okay, so where are we going? Well, I already have access to the linotype machine. I don't have access to this yet. So I figured I might as well unlock Pelham here, if I could here. Unrest, defeat, gossip, fame, politics, sports, politics, etc. Lots and lots of politics stuff in this. And I've got a little bit of politics right here and a little bit of politics right here. So I thought, I'm supposed to go in the middle today, and I'd love to do the Empire State Building. I'd love to do the thing for the mayor, but they want me to do an informational paper, and I can't get out of it. And I'd love to do this, but it's just not the right time. It's not the right week. Maybe next week, but I just can't do it right now because I need to stay in the middle this week. So we're gonna try to take Pelham. I also thought about taking Hicksville instead, and honestly, that might be better because this has a lot of politics stuff. Now I might change my mind here. Yeah. Also, this week, it's a good chance we get investigative being a hot topic, right? So I'm changing it to this one. We're going to take Hicksville. Statistics. Yeah. Investigative statement, etc., etc. We're going to take that, but we're not going to take any of their tasks. And we're just going to get in there. So no, we're not going to go through all goals, but we're just going to get in there and see what we got to do this week. So investigative is the hot topic, as you know. From when we helped out the chief of police last time. So first thing, we're going to order some paper. It's got to happen. And then I'm going to order another set of paper too. Okay. So with 2 orders of paper, just take a second here. Okay. And try to evaluate some of the new things we just got, because there's a lot of stuff going on here. And I got to figure that out. So I'm going to assume that the illustrated stuff, that these guys have to interact with them in some way. I don't know if that's the case. I'm just assuming that we need interactions. And it kind of makes me want to move my reporters up more. I want to shift them up and maybe readjust this, like my advertiser. Maybe I move my ads person up here just to get them out of the way, and then the illustrative stuff can happen. So just let me see what we have going on here, because I haven't seen it yet. So over here we have a telegraphing station for Europe that's exclusive, and I feel like we're probably only going to get a chance to have one of these, and probably a good idea to get this. Now, if I place you guys really close together instead of being so spread out, is that gonna be an issue? Are you guys gonna complain about noise if I do that? So let me just see really quick. If I move you right up against each other here. And let's move you, and then I want to just shift everybody. Just shift everybody over. Like that. Okay, so this is going to help all of you, and then we slide this over. There's a little bit of noise, but it looks like we're fine, actually. Yeah, we're fine on the noise. Okay, that's all right. And you can shift this over maybe just a little bit, but yeah, I think we're fine. This one's going to go in the center. This one's going to go in the center. And this one's going to take a hike for a second. And then I'm going to shift all of you guys closer together, too. All right. So, right up in there. Right? You two, get in there. Right up in there. All right. And then, again, I adjust my noise makers here. And then what I want to see is I'm going to go ahead and grab the Europe telegraphing station. Now, this looks way different, doesn't it? It's got a very different look to it, which is kind of interesting. And we can get another person in here. This person's smelly. I definitely don't want them in here. Let's switch this up. Okay, so we have heat tolerant. Not bothered by heat. I was really hoping not to use all this. Okay, versatile is not great for you as a skill set because I got to pay extra for it, and it's not great for you as a skill set. I'm gonna get you, but then I'm gonna fire you if somebody better comes up right here. And yeah, I still have an illustrator too. That's the thing. Where am I gonna get hold on. So these people have engraver, photo processor, and engraver. So I don't see anything about illustrations. So I might have already like zoomed through them. So I kind of want to get that set up before I start hitting this again today. So I'm going to have you on the telegraphing station, even though it's kind of against my better judgment here. Your skills are typesetter, sales. I could put you in sales as well, but we'll see. Okay, so for this other thing, production, looks like we have graphics have two. There's two things here. Okay, so there's the camera and the chemical engraver converts halftone graphic into engraved graphics, and this person converts a photo or a draft graphic into a halftone graphic. Okay, so I mean, I guess I'm gonna put, I don't know where you're gonna be. That's the thing. I don't know where to put you. You're gonna create noise, so that's definitely happening. And the chemical engraver, that's a pretty big thing too. So where am I putting this stuff, you know? So maybe we shift some things around here. So I'm gonna place you even closer because you don't care about anything. We're gonna place you here, slide this over some more. Then I think I'm gonna move this desk down here, and that's gonna give me room for a chemical engraver right here. Now it's like there's a lot of heat going on in here, man. Chemicals right here, all sorts of stuff. I just want to see how it works, and having some people who are resilient and cheap and all these things, like this might be way to go, but because I don't know how it works, so we're just gonna place something in here. We've also got the porcelain vase, which adds prestige, and we certainly want to have some prestige here. And I think maybe, you know, we can place it on one of these guys' desks to add some prestige to the whole room. Can I only have one of them? Ooh, you can only have one. Really? Well, okay. Well, the tree's pretty good, so I guess we're gonna go like this. It's gonna be on your desk, Clarence. Maybe as a way of saying sorry to one notable reporter in particular. Where is the other Anthony? It's not you, Mikhail. Where's the other Anthony? Are you over here? He's over here somewhere. Anthony Familia, there he is. You know, I was thinking, as a way of saying sorry for all the times I've, you know, not included you, I might put this on your desk. Or at least close to your desk. Yeah. I might put it there, so you're very prestigious. We'll see how that goes. And the Christmas tree can also be placed again, too. But this gives us an extra room in here, and I don't know if this is the way to go, but I'm thinking maybe if I can just keep that where it is, because these things are very noisy and everything. So let's get somebody in there at least. We have photo processors and engravers. They're not very good at their job. I'm going to hire them now, and then I'll fire them and replace them if somebody better comes in. So let's hit the button. Okay, so we got trash tolerant, we've got cool cat, which normally I'd say is a bad trait, but this might be okay because there's a lot of heat up here. So that actually might be fine for somebody up here. I'm just paying for extra for that though. And then you have a level 1 photo processor and 2 is sales. So you're not bad, Bridget. How much is this guy charging me again? What are you selling right now? Or what do you sell repo camera? No, don't do that. I want to know what I'm paying you. What am I paying you? 72. I'm paying you 72. So a little 87 to get, okay, I like that better. So I'm gonna fire you. Yeah, you're gone. Goodbye. I didn't pay you anything. Bridget's gonna take your spot. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna just leave you alone because I don't really have anyone that's better per se at that skill in the list. So you get to stay. All right, so that's how we're going to play this for now. And again, I don't know exactly how this works because do the reporters have to bring things up to them? Are they... I think that's how it goes, right? So they're probably really far away from where they need to be. I'm tempted to move them into... If there's a way, maybe I can get them into this floor. Because they're really, really high up. Let's just see how it plays out. I don't think it's going to be good this week. But we're going to see how it plays out with that. Now, one more thing to look at is which reporters are in the list. And there's nobody remarkable there. And production, same thing. Nobody remarkable there. Utility. Fast climbing on stairs is okay. But not really great. Okay. So that's how we're going to play this now. And I've got a telegraphing station now observing and listening, I guess, to stories around the globe, right? So we're going to get that going. And we're going to get our paper up top. And we have ads to work on as well here. So I don't know exactly what the best topic of the week is going to be. I could work on a few of these and just see. And I'm thinking... You know, we got a pretty good amount of politics stories already, and the hot topics here are crime society, crime politics, sports economy, and basically anywhere else. So there's a good chance that crime would work here. So we could put a crime ad in here with Helen, but Helen is really not doing too well here. Wow, where are you, Helen? Hold on, where is Helen? Why is she in such a bad mood? Why are you so distracted? What's wrong with this room? Do you need some things to help you out here? Is something going on right in here? You know? Do you need something? Is it smelly? I don't think so. I mean, you're right next to the bathroom, so maybe it is smelly. Maybe I put the fan here. That'll help out. You know? Or maybe not use any power. I don't really want to put this. Can I sell it for a full refund right now? No. It's half off. Okay, I'm gonna stash it instead. That's what I think. That's what I think about that. We'll put a vent here instead. And then can we put something that maybe adds some beauty or prestige or anything like that? Like a clock would make you feel better, right? And maybe a small plant, you know, on your desk somewhere, right? And we could put the Christmas wreath in here too. Just really make you happier, okay? I need to do that. And I kind of feel like maybe doing that down here too. Like these guys aren't very good. You know, you have okay. This down here, you guys could do a little bit happier, I feel like. You know, just a little bit happier for you guys. Okay, we have 22 stories. Holy moly. And we found 3, maybe 4 actually, of the 6 right away without even filtering. So that's crazy. So let's see how well we do here. I wanted to instantly unlock. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. So we're going to go with kind of just anyone, I suppose. We'll take... I don't want to go slow. So Anthony will go fastest. And then we got a lawsuit and outrage. And we have somebody that can negate the police fines and somebody who can do sharp pen. The lawsuit risks... is the legal advisor trait, and I don't have anybody for that just yet, so we're not going to be able to counter it. But if I was going to counter it, perhaps, gosh, everybody's got this problem. Look at this, concentration is real bad. I'm gonna have to work on that, man. Helen's bad. Yeah, maybe Emilio could do it, you know, full advisor, the legal advisor thing, maybe. Or Anthony here, he's got the whole horoscope thing, but also could be a legal advisor. It's not the right topics for it. Emilio is probably a better topic spam, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll just do what we can here. Okay. So we'll have that done. Now over here, risk of injury. Probably want somebody lucky there, and then we can trigger it. So I'm thinking we get a lucky person like Jim. See if he can avoid the injury. There we go. Now he has to go through that process. That's just the way it has to be. But there's the hot topic investigative tag. So we're going to get this. And then once we have this, I can drop... I guess I'll put Anthony in this one because he could potentially unlock it for me. Nah, it's not worth it. Let's just make the other guy faster with Kathy here. Let's just do that. That's going to be better anyway. Okay. Then we've got this one. And we could get the bribe angle, or I can automatically unlock this side and go this way, but I have to deal with potentially having a spy. Then we won't need the bribe, which is interesting. Emilio can go here, and I don't really want to deal with the bribe, to be honest. So why don't we go in with Christina and see if she can get this without having to deal with the spy. And it looks like we're going to have somebody. Now, somebody told me there's a way to detect these things, so I'm going to take a look at it and see what we can maybe do there, and you know, about seeing who the spy is. And then we got this one. There's a lot going on here, isn't there? I'm going to take this one, which is going to unlock the lock already. And we may not have the lock twice. Let's see if Mabel triggers the lock. She did not. Okay, so it doesn't matter if I put Bennett there because it's not going to lock until she's done anyway. So with that being said, Mikhail can go in there and get that. Okay. So I think I've pretty much put everybody where it needs to go. We could start this right now if I just pay the bribe. But I think I'm going to get the scoop anyway. I don't think there's a problem there. So I'm going to hold off on it. And I can save the money by doing that. Okay, we have all 4 stories being worked right now. As far as the ads go then, I'm hoping my salesperson's in a better mood now. Is she? A better mood? Not really. It's comfort. Current threshold 90% stat, loss of concentration. What is it going to be? Is it going to get better? 56%, 57%. It is going up. So I guess we'll just have to wait a little bit. I mean, I could just do it anyway, just to risk, you know, whatever. Like she risks being sloppy, I guess, because it's a chance of sloppy, right? So it's not guaranteed that she'll be sloppy. So we'll give that a shot. Give her something to do. Now it looks like sloppy reporting is going to happen. So like, I feel like, is that just an indication of exactly what will happen? Let's hold off on it. I don't want any red tags. Okay. Now, we got this one here. We know that already. We're looking for... Now, this is new. I didn't know this. So, right here tells me there's a story over in Europe. Germany bans SA and SS street fights. Okay, so first thing we need to do is get a mode of transportation. We need to buy a ticket, and we need to go either by boat, Zeppelin, or plane. And I mean, it says 0 hours, but I don't know if... Oh, I see. So it takes a while to get over there. We can save ourselves a day by going by Zeppelin, or get there 2 days earlier by going by plane. Interesting. There's a lot of stuff over there, though. I would kind of like to get it. There's extra influence points and everything. So I'm going to buy a ticket. By a plane. That's gonna get us over there. Okay. Now we have European, can appear anywhere, of course. Yes. And we have the destroy path, and then we need to go here. So we don't want to finish this until after we're already here. So we need to get over there. And I don't know if the language barrier exists here. I don't see a trait that says there's a language barrier. So I'm going to assume that the language barrier isn't really a thing yet. We're going to put Lewis here. And he can get this in 1 day, 17 hours. That's going to take a long time. But he can get it. And it's worth influence points, which is nice. But I don't want to do this one until we're already here. So that's the thing. And so we're going to hold off on going that way until that's already done. Because I don't want to blow up that path. Okay, back to the United States, and I think we've got pretty much everything covered here, unless I want to do the bribe, and I don't want to do the bribe, so we're going to let that go. Okay. Yeah, so back over here. We got to play different angles now. So it's right here. This story. There's a review on this side, and I do like that. Mikhail is currently busy, though. For 12 more hours. So I don't think there's really a whole lot of merit in unlocking it early with Bennett. But I don't really have anything better for him to do right now. So let's just feed him in there. And then we'll unlock it, I guess, when he returns. We'll get the reviewer in there with his pen. Okay. On this side, we've got these two unlocked now. Okay, so we want to take somebody lucky to avoid the lawsuit if possible. And then we've got, yeah, it's just basically 2 lucky people is really all we got to do here. So Walter, you're up first. We're going to get 2 lawsuits. And then Jim, you're up next. We're going to get both of them bad. That one looks like we're going to avoid it. I would have rather had it the other way around, but all right. So we'll get both of those 2. All right. So this one's done. And as soon as Mikhail is done with this one, I can have him go do the review while somebody else takes this story. And it's probably just going to be Stanley or Clarence. Maybe Clarence to give him more experience. And then we'll go ahead and let the time run on this. Okay, Christina's there. We get a different angle to get to this now. And I'm going to let Anthony take it. And we'll put... I think we'll have enough time for editor on that. So we'll put that in there. All right, so we need Mikhail to get back here, and then we'll give him the story right here. And then on this side, this is what we want to do. We want to get to... Nope, sorry. This is the wrong story. I mean, it's still good, but it's the wrong story I was thinking of. She gets a bonus to society stories, so she'll have it faster. Let's get her in there. And we can go ahead and add an editor on that one, too, to help spice that up. So the other one I was thinking of is the one that has the path. Where did it go? Where's that? Oh, is it in Europe, isn't it? It's that one? Yeah, it's this one. I was thinking of this one. So we want to make sure we get here before we blow up that path. Okay. Well, here comes our wonderful lawsuits, which will probably start getting quite expensive. But for the time being are not that bad. How's our advertiser now? Are you all right? You're nearly, I mean, you're pretty good. 82 concentration now. Can we get an ad with you now? 82 concentration. Looks like you're going to be better. Yeah, you're not going to get that problem anymore. So let's go ahead and have you do that. That way we have at least some kind of ad for this week. If we need it. I don't know if we'll need it, but if we need it, then we have it. Let's bring this all the way up into the printer. So much paper. And then we have a taxi pulling out front too. Oh, now I don't know who the spy is. See, I was going to look for that. So are we able to see the spy is the thing. Because somebody said I was able to see the spy. I'm not sure I'm able to see it. Maybe I can get him kicked out somehow. I'm looking, but I might have already missed him walking in. That's the thing. Like, who's this? That's Christina Schmidt. Kathy Tooley, right? So that's not a spy. How about you? Who are you, Doris? I don't know my own employees' names. You'd think they would look different, but maybe not. If they're a spy, if they're a good spy, they wouldn't look different. Well, I'm gonna keep my eyes open, but I might have already missed them. And then we're gonna have some compromised stories, which is gonna suck. But it's all right. We'll at least have the scoop. Let's get in the paper. I'm looking through everybody here just to make sure. If anybody comes in off the street, then I'll know. Maybe they're the ones that delivered my lawsuits. All right, let's go back over here. So, yeah, looking for... Okay. Are you not going to show me my reporters list? I don't have any reporters? What? What? That doesn't make any sense. Polyglot's not needed. We'll get Clarence on that story because they almost got that on me. Why am I not able to get here? Where is my reporters? Oh! Oh, interesting. Requires an illustrator. Now, wait a minute. How come I don't have... Did I miss a desk? I might have missed a desk. Hang on. Okay, I missed a desk. I do need to hire an illustrator. So illustrator can go here. All right, we need to get an illustrator. All right, Jim Ball, you're the only one. So here you are. Jim Ball. We'll have to replace you later. Okay, so I forgot something, but we got it taken care of. There you go. go ahead and trigger that and do a priority. All right, over here on this side, almost done. Mr. Wallace, hurry up. Abrams is going to have that one just fine. We're going to have that one just fine. Yeah, illustrators. Okay. It's a different animal altogether, isn't it? All right, there we go. Now I can send somebody here. So I want to get... Let's get Doug over there. He's going to take his time, but that's okay. We'll do that. And then now that he's there, I can risk having Mabel go over there too, I think. So he's already there. Mabel can go there. That's fine. Okay, back over here. And we've got a cool story with a revealing tag, which I definitely want to grab. Yes, so Bennett's going to unlock the key, and we're going to have both of you do this, I think. Both of you are crime, though, unfortunately. All right, well, I was kind of hoping one of you could do the politics thing. I could unlock it really quickly that way, but fine. So Bennett will just grab the key, I guess, right away. And then I need to have somebody else go get this, and I can't, so I have to wait. Because nobody has the politics angle on that anyway. Okay. Now, we're still waiting for the evidence one to appear. And it can appear anywhere, so I can't really target it. But I'm looking at... There's a lot of stories this week. This is going to be one of those one day per video sort of situations here, guys. Sorry if that, isn't your thing, but... yeah, it needs to happen today because there's so many stories now. There's a lot going on. Still didn't get that, but there is an investigative tag, and we have to get the investigative tag. So Amelia's going to unlock that one for me, and then we'll hopefully get it unlocked with Anthony. Didn't happen. And then there's an illustrator. So if we can get that illustrator in here, that'll be swell for that story as well. How long does it take? 18 hours for you? So we should be able to get you on there, yeah, pretty quickly. All right. And then I'm assuming the illustrator then has to deliver to these guys, though. So, like, this is a long way for you to go. So I kind of need to change how these things are, right? Because you're going to have to walk that illustration all the way up. I might cheat you today. Just today, I might cheat you. Yeah. I like how there's a trash issue right by this trash can. But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to have to walk that all the way up the stairs to get to these guys, and that's going to suck. And it's very hot in here, and these guys are going to be miserable. Yeah. So concentration's at 11. I may have forgotten about you. Here, let me fix this. So up here, I think this floor, probably we can do with the wallpaper approach on this. So why don't we get the industrial wallpaper to help out with this room at the very least. And then we can go in and get some of the other comfort counters. So we want some prestige, which I can't deliver in this room right away. We're going to get some trash bins in here to help with anything there. We have noise, smell, etc. So we're going to get something to help with the heat in this room. The sink doesn't really help. Acoustic panels will help with the noise. That's going to be a lot better than it was anyway for you. Christmas wreath to maybe help this. We need the smell to go away, though. And the smell counter is a challenge because this is chemical smells. So I don't know how we can actually get rid of those. Because I already have... I mean, I guess one way to do it would be the bathroom stuff. Give a clock in here to make them feel better. Put a plant somewhere. Can I put a plant anywhere to make you feel better? No, can't put it on your desk at all? On the floor? No? Nothing. Okay. Yeah, I can't put it up here either. Okay. Christmas wreath is already there. The lights, I guess, counter things a little bit, so I can put that over you, I guess. It's a party up here. Hopefully your condition improves. It's at 0 right now, which is, of course, a terrible thing. And we don't want that, but hopefully your condition improves significantly by the things I've done to your workstation. And then, yeah, I think we really need to get these guys in. So this illustration is going to be crap. It's going to be absolute garbage because these guys are going to ruin it. Because I totally spaced out and forgot to give them the things they needed. It happened. So it's a lot of smell. It's just a lot of smell. And I don't have a good way to counter it. Yeah. All right. There's our evidence tag. I've been looking for it. Now we need to get there before we ruin the path, and then we need a red herring removed too. So let's get... I was really hoping Emilio would be available. 8 hours. All right, Bennett's almost there. Bennett's almost here, and then he can get us in here, and then we have mobsters, which we can then send... Oh, Bennett's got to go here, though. Don't we have another one? Don't we have 2 undercovers? Yeah, Stanley. Stanley doesn't have the right tag, but he will for this one. Okay, so it's going to be Bennett and then Stanley. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. So as soon as Bennett is back... There. Bennett goes here. That unlocks both paths. Then we grab Stanley, who is undercover. Negates the Mafia risk. And then we'll speed everybody up by Kathy being here. Now everybody else is faster. This is a red herring. We're going to want the editor to take that out. Okay, how are we doing over here? Okay, that path is destroyed, but Doug's already there. Okay. And we'll come right back. And... Gosh, so much stuff going on this week. Okay, Illustrator, Jim. He has 6 minutes remaining, but you know what? He's going to deliver that, and it's going to be horrible. But there you go. Jim's on this case. And now we can see what happens with Jim's illustration. So what happens with this? Do they receive it? Are they going to get it? Do they start working? How does it work? Because right now, concentration is terrible here. Right. 0% comfort. Yeah. Concentration is going up, but it's just very sloppy if they do get it. So far, they haven't received anything. He's starting on another illustration right away. So maybe it's okay. Maybe these guys don't matter yet. But I definitely want to get another floor. That's got to happen. I need 20 grand to get another floor. I just don't have enough room for everybody that I need here. Maybe I have too many reporters. That's possible too. Okay. Can you unlock it? Please? No, didn't happen. Okay. Not going to be able to print that this week. We got a society piece here with an insider scoop. That's pretty good. We'll see if Anthony can unlock it. Indeed, he does not. Okay. Then it's going to be that way then. It just stays. The European story is gone. However, it's going to happen again. We have another European story here. Is it worth going to get? Well, I mean, it's news from around the world, right? So we can unlock this immediately with Bennett, and then Emilio can do it too. So I think we're gonna get this really quickly. We might even be able to print it this week, but probably not. Let's choose a plane again. I'm gonna pay to get people over there. Bennett's gonna go ahead and grab this one. Emilio is gonna go ahead and unlock the other one. We'll go ahead and have the bribe, which makes everything even more expensive. My gosh, this story is expensive. Wow. That story is crazy expensive. We'll take Doug. It's 1 day, 12 hours, and then all the processing for it. He's going to be slow. We don't seem to need... The language barrier doesn't seem to be a problem, so I don't think I need that right now. So you have 50% faster reporting on entertainment stories. Do you have... Where's the one for society? It's Mabel. She's in a car for another 10 hours. I don't want to wait. Jim, go. All right. So we've got that happening. And then we're probably not going to be able to report that this week, but we got all of them unlocked right away. So that's pretty good. Still 14 additional stories left to research. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I got all the tags. Without filtering, by the way. It just got all the tags. Am I going to be able to get them all, though? Like, with their sloppiness, probably not. She's going to be... She's at 11 concentration. I can't do anything about the smell. Maybe a coat rack or something, but there's not enough room for that up here. It's just all crammed in. There's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I just need another floor. All right. So, like, I'm not the most profitable week here, you know? Like, definitely could have been better. And then also my printer doesn't have enough paper, so I still got to buy more paper. So I'm really, yeah, we're spending money this week. But the tags we're getting, though, are insanely good. Right, the tags are very good. Anthony can clear this pretty quickly. And I don't know if I want to accelerate it. I don't think so. 19 hours, it'll be... I don't think they're going to be able to get this done in time. But we'll put a priority on it just to see. And then this one's pretty good. That's an insider scoop thing. We want to do that. And I think Mabel... Where's Mabel? She's still... hands full. I don't know if I want to wait. Walter, go. All right. We got another crime story here. This one's going to have to be next week. So since I know that already, why don't we go ahead and let... well... I was going to let somebody slow do it, but fine. Lewis can go do it. I was looking for the guy that has the... You know, adds a quality star, but he's slower. I don't remember my own people's names at this point. Yeah, let's go ahead and get... what do you think? Society for next week? Society for next week, probably. Yeah. I'm going to wait until, I think, Saturday, and then I'm going to put Helen on this ad. Just kind of like picking an ad, right? All right, so people are coming back from the stories. Let's bring our paper up into the module again. I don't know what's... Oh, here we go. So somebody's actually working with this now. Now, again, probably sloppy, right? Yes, we'll definitely work sloppy. But it's just how it goes, man. It'll just be bad illustrations today. And I can always like, you know, take the illustrations out. I can get rid of that. That's a really strange way to pick that up, but all right. Use your legs. Yeah, this is a propaganda story. I don't really need it, and I can put an editor on it too. So we'll see if Mabel can unlock it. I suppose she does not. All right. Well, she'll be on there anyway. 12 stories I didn't get. Definitely need another. Oh man, obviously can't print this week, but the extra 4 influence points is pretty massive. Let's go ahead and choose boat this time, because it's going to take a while. So we'll go ahead and choose boat. It's going to take 3 days and 12 hours to get this. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Can I choose a different... Can I choose the Zeppelin instead? Do I have to pay twice? I paid 50 here. If I pay 100, it takes 150. So I think... Yeah, I think I paid 200 for that. Well, it is what it is. Polyglot is not necessary, though. Still no language barriers happening here so far. Okay, well, we'll put Anthony on this. Maybe he'll unlock the next stage. He did not. Okay, well, we'll let him work then. It's fine. I wonder how many of these stories that are left to research are European. And actually, I'm curious if I can have another international station. I'm not allowed another telegraphing station, and I'm thinking maybe this is the only one I'm allowed to have, the Europe one. I was curious if I was allowed to have more than one Europe station, but I don't think so. It doesn't appear in the list anymore unless I'm just not seeing it. So sales desk. Yeah. Resupply. Yeah, I don't really have much other than the sales chalkboard. I already did that. This buffs the editor. Dictionary books are already on their desks, though, so nope. Okay. No big deal. Bring this paper back up here. I need like 900 pieces of paper in order to actually print the stories. All right. A simple sports article. Go ahead and get it, Clarence. We'll have it for next week. Oh, boy. All right. So this one unlocks here, and we'll just have to have somebody covering that propaganda. We need the editor to hit that. Okay. So that's pretty much every article I can find. I do have one more that's about to pop up, though, so let's just see it. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. Kathy can take it. All right. We left 9 articles unfound. Wild. How many that is. Now, spy alert. I still don't know who the spy is. And I don't know how I can find them. but I'm thinking I missed them. They probably got in and tampered with stuff. And there's probably sloppy production right here. Compromised. Yeah. See all these? The spy had all of these. All these negative tags are the spy. So it's not a great day. It's not a great paper, but it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. Mikhail could take that one. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's zoom ahead, roll the press. We got one more day to go, actually. But the important thing is we're going to be able to print the stories that matter. That matter to me anyway. So let's go in and get them in order of what I can print. And we got this one here, which, yeah, it's compromised, but it's 4 influence points. So we're going to place that on the front page. Now, what's going on here? Got another one. Pretty sloppy, but... Or pretty simple. Sorry, not sloppy. Okay, so there's that. Go back to printing. So yeah, again, compromised sucks. It's just gonna hit our sales. It's not that big of a deal. So this has politics, society, and crime in it. Wow, that's huge. We'll place this here, and that's gonna move us in this direction. We need to stay right here in the center today, because that gets us increases speed by 20% for all foreign news. So we just flat out awesome on that. Okay, so let's see. So we got politics, society, crime. Already fitting a lot of stuff there. We can go with society, economics. There's the investigative tag. Also moves it the wrong direction, though. Why don't we slide this down? We'll put this story on page 2 in a neutral spot. Although if I can move it to the right, I probably should do that instead. This moves to all the big stories. Unfortunately, are moving things to the right. Like everything that's good. Maybe this one here. Yeah, this is an economics story. We'll move down. Page 3 can be economics. That'll move it back. And then this one can be a society page. Yeah, this right here actually. It can go here because it's society. It doesn't mesh with economics, but it does move the needle. I think there's a better spot for this, though. Let's put this on page 4. Just because of the way it's all laid out. And then this is crime, alarming. I could put that here instead. I'm already right on the nose now, though, so if I can avoid moving it, I should. Sports page. Let's do sports on page 5. That's going to move it to the left. To the right, I mean. So I need something that moves it to the left now, I guess, to equal it out. Why don't we put... let's see what we got here. Let's let the time run a little bit, because I might have stories that are going to be done that aren't done yet. So I'm like... It's not done yet. So, you know, like some of these stories that are still pending might end up showing up. Like this one here. That's going to be done. This one's not. All right, let's see. It's just a simple sports story. There you go. How are we doing on our international story? I can send somebody there today, but obviously that's it. Let's go back here for a second. All right, must print now. Hang on. So, yes, I know, must print now. So let's... I'm not going to be able to send them on the map this week. I'll have to start next week, I guess. Okay. So all the stories that are done. I got some extra ones there. Let's collapse them so they're all nice and neat. Okay, so society... Where's my society page? This is my society page, moving it to the left. So you are going to go here, which is awesome. And then I can go ahead and get another society article here with you for now. That'll mesh really well. This is an econ page. I have a crime ad, which I don't even think I have a crime page at the moment. I don't really have a crime page. I have this, and that's one way to do it, I suppose. As I could get money for the crime and, you know, not move the needle, but I need to move it to the left anyway. So why don't we replace that ad with probably this instead. We can do this one. And I like how this one has the illustration, right? It's a sloppy production, but this one has the illustration, and it's It's got actual pictures on there. I love that. That's sweet. Our paper's going to start looking really cool now. Let's see. So this is entertainment. I don't really have much for entertainment here. So I'm going to have to do this differently. Maybe this is a political. We're already dead center, though. I don't want to move it. So politics can go here. Unless it can go here. Man, this is... Yeah, I think probably going to put it here. It doesn't really go with this page, though. It's just kind of the way it's working here. I want to get this, too. I'm hoping to get, like, 2 of them. So I'm going to use another sports story, which is going to trigger another one, which is going to then trigger more sales. So this is my sports page. And as long as I do sports and entertainment one more time, maybe sports, yeah, sports twice and then entertainment one more, I can get even more here. So let's see about doing that if possible. Thing is, I don't have another entertainment story because it's not done. It's right here. So that actually can't happen. Yeah, unfortunately. I could do one sports story, though. That'll do it. So old news sports, I guess. That'll get me the 50,000 for that combo. And then an extra $250 for every printed ad is kind of interesting because it means that ad is worth $500. And there's a crime there, so I could technically put it on page 2. Yeah, it's worth $500. I got an extra $250 on that. So I guess we'll do that. So I'm only left with this page now, and I don't have any more entertainment to put on it. So why don't we stick... man, I'd love to put that there. Just can't do it. I guess we'll stick society, which does mesh with inspiring on that, I guess. And then if there's anything else that's inspiring... No unrest, no hopeful, nothing like that. I don't have any entertainment at all, huh? Darn. All right, well, I mean, you just choose whatever has the most tags, and this is the only one without a negative tag. Can I get... Economics can go there. Oh yeah, there's another page down there. All right, so we'll put this here. It doesn't really mesh there. It doesn't go there, but whatever. And then on the bottom side here, we've got another sports story, I guess, can do it. It at least does something positive for me. I wonder if there's a better usage of that space. I don't think so. No, it's just a sports page. And I actually don't have enough paper, supposedly. However, no, I can't bring it up. I can't bring it up either. So I have to pay the penalty on the paper, too. That's $380 I have. How much is the penalty? 162. Oh my gosh. So close. Okay. Well, it's not the greatest paper in the world. But, I mean, we're making almost $16,000. We're selling more than 500,000 copies. And... we're staying right in the middle, which was the goal. We're getting 12 influence points because of the position on that story there. And overall, fine. It's just got these negative tags. And that's the spy did to me, you know? But otherwise, pretty good. And look at all the stories we're going to have that are fresh next week. Lots of silver tags there, too. So that's going to be interesting. I think, anyway. My European story is the biggest thing. Like, front page... news, that European story. So glad we got that. I think that's good. It's gonna have to be because that's what I'm pulling the trigger on. So paying the fee, pay the fine, and then the lawsuits. I just got to get another floor now. I got that equipment too soon, you know. Looks like somebody fiddled with this. Yeah, they did. $16,000. And we get the extra influence there, too. Okay. Education is now available for more stuff related to Europe. I think we're going to go informational this week. We can shift over here freely without having to deal with anything. So we're going to go on that. Aloha from Hawaii. Hello. Looks like you've done well, kid. The paper's thriving and now you're a great publisher, huh? I see there's no room for the man who built it at all. Fine. I can take a hint. But mark my words, in this business, fortunes turn faster than headlines. You haven't seen the last of me yet. One way or another, I'll write myself back into the story. Your favorite uncle. Okay. Sure, man.